Welcome to Eden Park in Auckland. Yes, the Garden of Eden is hosting the curtain raiser for the Indian tour of New Zealand over the next 5 or 6 weeks.
Senior players stood up, got them off to a good start, put the icing on the cake with Williamson and Taylor, and now it's up to the bowlers to defend. But it's always difficult at Eden Park. It was a really measured start by the New Zealand openers, Munro and Gupta. I thought they did a great job because they punished the ball that was there. They didn't go looking or searching. They played Boomer well. We saw a couple of the shots we're so used to from these two dynamic New Zealand openers, and it really laid a nice platform for the rest of the other players to come in. Gupta played well, was out, caught it square leg, and then Kane Williamson, the New Zealand captain, who we talked a bit about, came in and played with freedom. And you always talk about T20 cricket. Munro was outstanding, needed runs, got it, but the skipper, I've never seen him hit so many sixes in a T20 innings.
It was so exciting. It felt like it was just the release he needed after the last couple of months he's had.
It was absolutely what he needed. He could come out, play with that freedom and show what a good T20 player he is. The Grandhomme didn't get going, that happens, but the skipper kept going, kept finding the boundary, kept hitting boundaries. Ross Taylor came in, showed his experience.
Life in the old boy yet, eh?
There is. I think it was his first 50 in 6 years, which is a long time between drinks, but it was needed for New Zealand and it was a really important knock.
It really was. It was great to see the Black Caps looking like they were having some fun.
They did, and that's what T20 can do. It can just energise and bring that fun back to your game. So it was a terrific innings. India at times looked a bit ragged in the field and with the ball, and I think it's a very good total, but New Zealand are still going to have to bowl well because we know what these boundaries are like at times. That was a good piece, smart piece of bowling where you've got to bowl wider. India bowled too straight and they got punished. That was a slow ball from Boomer using his variations. Seifert never got going, but Taylor was there at the end and he did a terrific job.
He absolutely did. Let's talk a little bit about Virat Kohli. We imagine he'd be a little bit annoyed with the way the boys were in the field for him. He looked angry at times.
Yeah, he did. I think it was just first game of the tour, Laura.
Yep.
They're just off a plane. They looked a little bit ragged in places. They'll be better for the rest of the series.
Yeah, well, New Zealand needed an early wicket and they got one. They got one, the important one of Rod Sharma, who sat and slowed one up. And that was probably where it stopped. This was the first ball Virat Kohli faced from Blair Tickner, and while there's some wonderful shots from both KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, New Zealand did have an opportunity against both of them. One a run out, another one a catch, but just took the game away.
They were so good together. Such a crucial partnership. KL Rahul was actually outscoring Virat Kohli at the stage, ball up 50. What an innings it was. And then skied one, and Tim Southey took a very good catch coming in, very difficult under the lights, good pair of hands. And then the big wicket of Kohli, great catch by Gupta, running in, never easy at full speed, and Tickner delivered. And all of a sudden you felt New Zealand had a chance.
Yeah, they did. There was new batsman at the crease, Shivam Dube. There was a few dot balls. This was his release shot down the ground. He got a 6 over the longest boundary on the ground. New Zealand thought they were on the chase. And then a big wicket. He showed it. They got rid of Dube. Once again, New Zealand new batsman to the crease. They thought they were in it. And then from that point on, Shreyas Iyer took over.
Yeah, it was the Iyer and Pandey show, partnership of 62 from just 34 deliveries. And they did a terrific job. New Zealand had no answers. The bowlers got punished. They attacked the over early and really got things underway. And that was the shot of probably the match. Certainly made life a lot easier. It went for 6. The next one went for 4. And all of a sudden the result was very predictable. And that was a nice way to finish it off in style and all the way for 6. And India very good in a chase, end up being 1-0 up, and you look at that card, plenty of